Kirigiri didn't take it out of the rack until after we had begun investigating. Therefore, you couldn't have seen the dying message, Hagakure, because you weren't in the room.
Oh, shit, dude!
Hagakure, tell us the truth. When did you really see that dying message?
Hold on, dude! Don't change the subject! When I saw it isn't the issue. What matters is that Ogre's flying sausage says Kawa is the culprit, dude. No doubt about it.
There's so much wrong with that. I don't even know where to start.
That's what he's going for.
First of all, was that dying message actually even written by Oogami?
Say what? Of course she wrote it, dude! There's no question! Olga wrote it, dude! Period! Olga 100% absolutely undoubtedly wrote it! I said it, so it has to be true, dude!
It has to be true. No, that's wrong. Oogami definitely did not write it.
Where's your proof?
Well, there's plenty of proof against you.
My predictions are right 30% of the time. Not listening.
Oh, Hagakure, listen to me.
I don't believe that supernatural crap. You're a deadbeat, dude. Where's your proof?
Well, you see...
My predictions are right 30% of the time. Not listening. I don't believe that supernatural crap. Where's your proof?
Come on, it's not a conspiracy. Are you kidding me?
It's the end of the world, dude. Where's your proof? My predictions are right 30% of the time. I don't believe that's supernatural crap.
It's not really supernatural, it's real life. How about this?
Oh, come on, really?
There's no chance Oogami wrote that dying message. It appears to have been written with someone's finger. But both of her hands are perfectly clean. Not even a drop of blood on her fingers.
You gotta be kidding me, dude!
Then who did write that dying message?
Perhaps Hagakure planted it there. It would explain how he knew about it.
Yes, that's correct.
Whoa, he admitted it!
I thought that might have been the case.
But why would you plant fake evidence?
Well, you see, it's 'cause I killed Ogre!
Hagakure killed Oogami.
Please, will you hear me out? Will you listen to my final words? Like it said to an Ogre's note, I went to the rec room just before lunch.
You went like it was no big deal? You're an imbecile.
So I showed up, dude, and...
My apologies for making you wait. I am expecting others.
No bigs.
Would you like a piece of candy? It will help you to relax.
It would be my pleasure. After that, Ogre didn't say anything else, and the silence started wearing on me, dude. But then out of nowhere, Ogre started whispering to herself.
This is the end. Today, it ends. Today, I put an end to everything.
When I heard that, it hit me. Ogre was planning to kill me. She was gonna kill me and get out of this place. I flipped, and then... Well, I saw an opening, so I grabbed one of the Monokuma bottles on the cabinet and clocked her with it. I took her by surprise, dude, whacking her with one good hard thunk. She went limp, and then she never moved again. Finally realizing what I'd done, I knew I'd be executed if I didn't do something. So I wrote Fukawa in blood in the magazine on the table and got right the hell out of there.
You little... There's a special circle in hell for people like you!
And that's everything that happened, dudes. Do anything you want to me. I'll take it.
We're not just going to do anything. We're going to execute you for murdering Sakura! We can test our ballots now, right? We've got our culprit right here! Hagakure!
I don't believe Hagakure is done testifying yet.
Huh? What do you mean, not done?
What he's told us so far doesn't explain everything he did. Until everything's been explained, we can't stop asking questions.
Hagakure's testimony doesn't explain why, after writing that dying message, he... That's it! The magazine! Now that you mention it, you never explained why you hid the magazine, did you, Hagakure?
Huh?
When we found the body, the magazine with the dying message had been returned to the rack. Why would you intentionally make it more difficult to find? That defeats the purpose of the red herring.
Cause nobody'd be surprised if Kawa snuffed someone, dude! She's the best fall guy here! I didn't hide it anywhere. I left it right there on the table.
What?
Liar! He must be lying!
Having already confessed to the murder, I can't imagine he'd start lying now.
Then he's telling the truth?
Which would mean that someone other than Hagakure put the magazine back in the rack. Which means he's not the only person who was in the rec room at the time of the murder.
More than likely, that hypothesis is exactly right.
Then who else was there?
Assuming they're the person who hid the magazine, that would make it someone who would be inconvenienced if it were discovered.
Someone who would be inconvenienced if the dying message were discovered? Fukawa! It was Fukawa, wasn't it? I mean, who else would be inconvenienced by a dying message other than the person whose name is on it?
Is it true? Did you go to the rec room too?
Why would I? No, forget about that. None of this even matters. We already know who the killer is. He even confessed to killing her.
Yes, it's true. I did it.
No, you didn't.
What are you doing speaking for him?
Yes, Hagakure struck Oogami with a bottle, but that's not where this case ends.
He means Hagakure isn't the murderer.
What are you talking about? That's not possible!
In that case, why don't we have him recount his testimony for us? That should make it abundantly clear that he is not the culprit in this case.
So, what do you want me to do exactly?
Just tell us exactly what you told us before, about when you attacked Oogami.
Not sure what the point of all this is, but you got it, dude.
This case isn't over yet. Hagakure isn't the killer, and I need to prove it to everyone else.
I whacked her upside the head with one of the Monokuma bottles in the cabinet. One good hard thump from behind.
When you say one good hard thunk, you're saying you only struck her once, right?
Yeah, I just hit her once, dude.
That contradicts this. If Oogami died from Hagakure's blow, it doesn't explain why she had 2 wounds on her head.
Huh? 2 wounds?
Yes, she had 2 wounds on her head.
So says the woman who makes a habit of touching every corpse she comes across. I see no reason to doubt her.
But I only hit her once! So why does she have 2 wounds on her head?
Because she was actually struck twice, with a Monokuma bottle each time.
Hold on a second. How can you tell all of that just by looking at wounds on her head? Not only that she was struck twice, but that both were with Monokuma bottles.
Her wounds aren't the only evidence I have. The Monokuma bottles at the scene support it as well. There was something obviously not right about the Monokuma bottles I found there. And when you realize that, you'll know why she had to have been struck twice with Monokuma bottles. Think back to the rec room after the incident. There were 4 Monokuma bottles on the cabinet, right? In addition, there was a single bottle's worth of shards and 1 Monokuma figure on the floor.
That's the bottle Hagakure broke when he struck Oogami, isn't it?
In other words, there were 4 full Monokuma bottles and a single bottle's worth of shards at the scene. However, there should have been 6 Monokuma bottles. One's missing.
do you know there were a total of 6 bottles?
Easy. Just look at the pattern hidden in the set of bottles and you'll understand.
The pattern hidden in the set of bottles. It's right on the tip of my tongue. The pattern is in the item the Monokuma figure inside each bottle is holding. Let's do this. C-H-S-P E-S-I-E-C-E. Chess piece! That's right, the chess pieces! Every single one of the Monokuma figures in the bottles is holding a chess piece.
King, rook, bishop, pawn. They are, indeed, all chess pieces.
And then the figure in the broken bottle was holding a knight.
Where are you going with this?
You don't seem to be very familiar with chess. Then allow me to explain. There are a total of 6 different pieces in chess. King, queen, rook, knight, bishop, and pawn. However, at the scene, there was only the king, rook, bishop, pawn, and the knight on the floor.
Oh, there's no figure holding a queen.
Exactly. There were only 5 Monokuma bottles at the crime scene. 1 fewer than there should have been.
What? What does all this stuff about chess matter?
We're in Japan, so it should be shogi, dude. Duh.
Precisely. Not. What I'm trying to say is, sure, there may have been a bottle missing, but there's no evidence linking that to this murder. Not one bit. Maybe one had already gone missing before the murder.
Nope. The missing Monokuma bottle is very clearly connected to this case.
In what way?
Consider what state the missing Monokuma bottle would have to be in, and it should be obvious.
The state the missing Monokuma bottle was in? It was broken. In all likelihood, the missing Monokuma bottle was broken into pieces.
And how do you know that?
Because there was evidence left behind.
Evidence?
Evidence suggesting there wasn't just a single broken bottle at the scene.
What evidence?
There wasn't just one broken bottle there. And the evidence of that is in the test Kirigiri and I did together. The experiment. Earlier, Kirigiri and I did a little experiment. We compared the weight of an unbroken Monokuma bottle to that of the fragments scattered on the floor. And what we found is that the fragments weighed more. The reason for that being, there was more than 1 bottle's worth of fragments at the scene.
In other words, 2 Monokuma bottles were broken at the scene. But someone disposed of one of the figures and some of the bottle fragments, though whoever it was mistakenly left too many fragments on the floor. Admittedly, it would be difficult to get the exact right amount.
But why would they need to get rid of some of the bottle fragments?
Because they hold some bearing on this case. There's no doubt the disposed of bottle is connected to the murder somehow. It was used for the second attack. The disposed of bottle was used in the second attack on Oogami.
The 2 wounds on Oogami's head, the 2 broken bottles. Taking both into consideration, that's the only conclusion you can draw.
By getting rid of only one of the bottle's fragments, the culprit made it look like there had been 1 attack.
In which case, the person who struck her second would have to be someone other than Hagakure. Isn't that right, Fukawa? There's also the fact that you hid the magazine, making it very likely you were at the scene.
Wait! So maybe she was attacked a second time. Where's the evidence that I'm the one who did it?
There's no question! You're the culprit, dude!
You! Were you not just saying it was you who did it?
I'm not afraid to admit my mistakes. I'm just that kind of guy, dude. Plus, I just remembered something that seals the deal.
On the off chance there might be something to it, we'll hear you out.
Just after I received Ogre's invitation, I was kind of wigging out about everything, so I went up there early and staked out the rec room. A little bit later, I saw her. I saw Kawa go into the rec room.
Fukawa, going into the rec room?
Ogre showed up and went in not long after. Since I thought Kawa was in there too, I was feeling a little better about things and went on in myself. But Ogre was the only one there. Kawa vanished into thin air, dude.
And why would you wait until now to tell us something so vital?
I was in so much shock after committing a murder, dude, I completely forgot about it.
Someone, go find this fool his marbles before I kill him, please.
Yo, Kawa, are you a wizard or something? Admit it!
You're confusing me for someone else. I didn't go to the rec room.
Maybe she didn't disappear, but was just hiding somewhere in the rec room.
What? I wasn't hiding in the rec room. Why would I do that? What's wrong with you? Making all these baseless accusations? You accursed vermin!
Her accusations aren't baseless. Fukawa was hiding in the rec room. The traces she left in a certain location are all the evidence I need to prove it.
Baseless accusations?
They're not really baseless.
You accept it. I don't need this.
Well,
Curse you! Don't look at
you're
me!
really not a people person, are you?
No! Out of this with these games! Baseless accusations! I refuse to accept it! I don't need this!
But I saw you.
Curse you! Don't look at me!
Come on, Fukawa.
Curse you! Don't look at me! No! Baseless accusations! I don't need this!
Who else would have hit the magazine?
I wasn't hiding in the rec room! Why would I do that?
Explain this then.
Damn Hagakure!
Were you aware that handprints had been left in the rec room's locker? In all likelihood, someone was hiding in that locker, and that's when they left those handprints. Do you recognize them, Fukawa?
No, I don't!
Then let's compare your hands with these handprints. That should tell us just what we want to know.
Don't waste my time, Fukawa. Give me a straight answer.
Yes, they're my handprints.
Whoa, dude. Down without a fight.
Then it was you who killed Sakura too, wasn't it?
No way! I would never!
The truth.
I killed her, probably.
And again, not even a struggle.
What do you mean, probably?
Fukawa, would you please tell us in detail what happened between you and Oogami?
Speak!
When I saw Oogami's invitation, I decided I would show up a little early. There's no saying what she would have done if I didn't come. But I was still scared to face her directly, so I figured I'd sneak in before she got there, and I hid inside the locker.
Did you by chance see everything? Like, the part where I clocked Ogre?
And the part where you fabricated the dying message using my name!
Oh, right, that. Well, this is kinda awkward, dude.
So as soon as I saw you were gone, I got out of the locker and put the magazine into the rack.
And when you did, you accidentally put it back upside down, didn't you?
Don't blame me! I was in a hurry!
I'm surrounded by idiots.
Never mind that! Why did you attack Sakura?
Right after I put the magazine back, I heard what sounded like a beast snarling behind me. And when I turned around, there Oogami was, covered in blood, glaring at me. I passed out in front of the magazine rack because of the blood. So I don't remember what happened after that. Only she can tell you.
By she, does she mean...
I've made my glorious entrance.
So you're behind all this!
My behind, my white knight's behind. When our two behinds collide, we'll reach new heights.
Do not speak unless spoken to. Did you kill Sakura Oogami?
Well, to start, and this is important, me and Little Miss Gloomy don't share the same memory. As a result, I'm not sure exactly what happened. All I know is I was catching some primo Z's and someone had the tenacity to start shaking me. Is it my prince? I wondered and opened my eyes. And wowzers splatter everywhere, scared the pants right back onto me. I was so scared. I smacked her with a nearby bottle. I mean, come on, that was scary.
Sakura was just concerned about you. And yet, how awful!
She's the freaking awful one. Thanks to her, I killed my first non-man hunk.
And after that, you disposed of the Monokuma bottle fragments to get rid of the evidence?
If I'm going down, I want it to be riding my white knight's corpse, not because I killed some chick.
Go off and die an empty, meaningless death somewhere, alone.
It just wasn't anyone's lucky day. Those stars were aligned in all the wrong ways. I mean, really, Ogre normally had no problem brushing off a hit from a silly little bottle.
As tough as she may be, she had still yet to recover from the damage Hagakure's attack inflicted.
Well, not sure what to say there. But hey, that's great news, dude! I didn't actually kill Ogre!
Great news. Does he have any idea how terrible that must sound to Asahina?
Anyway, that settles it. Come on, let's cast our ballots.
What? I totally expected her to go off on Hagakure.
Come on, what's the holdup, guys? You know what to do. Cast your ballots.
No, there's still more.
Huh? More? More what?
Did nothing strike you as off about Fukawa's story? No, it had to have. There's no way it couldn't have.
Huh? What do you mean off?
There was Hagakure's attack, then Fukawa's attack. But the case doesn't end there.
It doesn't end there?
Oi, Fukawa! Give us your testimony one more time. Everything that happened after you passed out. As airheaded as these Nimrods may be, even they should be able to catch on, hearing it a second time.
Roger, darling.
There's still more to the case? Then, who does that make the culprit?
I was just catching some Z. An ogre shook me awake. I woke up in front of the magazine rack.
Seeing Ogre all bloody, you freaked. And bashed her with a Monokuma bottle, didn't you?
You got it! Ogre got gored!
And where did you strike Oogami?
Same place I woke up. I did her by the magazine rack.
You've got that wrong!